You obviously know Dwayne Haskins better than anybody. I thought he was the best player in the draft this year. How do you think they should develop him to maximize what he can become?
I think he's a guy that's probably NFL ready right now. You look at what he's been able to do in camp. He's looked good. He has Terry McLaurin there, the receiver they drafted in the 3rd round, a guy he's comfortable with. People have been raving about him. He throws a great ball. He was thrown out there to the Wolves last season, first-year starter. He got better each and every week, and so you're going to see that development. This Washington team, they have some talent, but they're not stacked.
Right.
So you want to get this guy out here, let him develop, see what he's able to do. And you're with Jay Gruden, a guy who is coaching for his job. So if he can sell to Dan Snyder, I have this guy, we're developing him,
Absolutely.
I might buy him another year.
You know what? I agree with you, Greeny. Watching Dwayne Haskins last year made me feel better about the LSU Tigers because we got Joe Burrow, and I was like, man, we got this guy. He's a cast-off from Ohio State. He couldn't even start. And then the first game comes, there's no Urban Meyer, right? Day's the head coach, and I'm watching this dude throw the ball. It's a beautiful ball, perfect spirals, hitting in the right spots, and he got better toward the end of the season to where his last few games were historic. You have to give this guy an opportunity to compete because you heard Diana say Colt McCoy would be the guy starting today. No offense to Colt. I played with him, great guy. We know what he is. We know what Case Keenum is. None of those guys have the ceiling of Dwayne Haskins. Make it a battle. Make it a competition. Give him an opportunity to earn this job.
Let's put in perspective the season Dwayne Haskins had last year, a season in which his head coach was suspended for the first 3 games and then was at different times on the sidelines looked so uncomfortable as the season went on that had to take a toll on the team. Their defense really struggled. And late in the year, he carried them all by himself. He scored 62 points against Michigan. Michigan had a bunch of first-round picks on that defense. Dwayne Haskins, I sometimes think people just wanted to overlook him for whatever reason. I believe he is going to be an NFL star.
Because people look at what he doesn't have, and he's not Kyler Murray. He can't run around, spin circles around everybody, and he's not going to be a highlight reel with his feet. But that's okay. He's more of a traditional quarterback. He's functionally mobile within the pocket. He can pick up first downs. He can slide around. And let's not focus what he doesn't have. What he has, to me, was the best arm in the draft.
His inability to run is one of the most ridiculous criticisms I've ever heard in my entire life. Did you all see when Tom Brady was holding up his draft card the other day? Tom Brady was at the Combine 20 years ago. He still hasn't finished his 40.
And he ran a 4 ever,
for
exactly
sure. Right. He still hasn't finished. He has a run from here to there in his entire career. He's the best player that ever lived. Dwayne, this notion that every quarterback has to have that dynamic right now, I think is one of the great misnomers in pro football as we sit here. So we'll see. I base my entire reputation as an analyst, of which I have none, on the notion that Dwayne Haskins is going to be a great player.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.